Welcome back. Let's focus in on some newsmakers in trade, and no doubt with the way crude oil prices were shaping up, you did see the brunt of it being felt on some of those oil marketing companies. Well, the government has gone ahead and reacted to the news. Let's bring on board Ruchi to find out some of the comments that they made on the oil prices, which are on the rise. Ruchi?
And we are given to understand that the government will be considering any options like cutting excise duty on fuel only after watching the global oil price movement for some time. Remember, just 2 days ago, we at ET Now had reported that the government will be watching out for crude prices on a 15-day moving average basis or on a 1-month moving average basis. However, with the current developments, with the kind of sanctions that U.S. is looking to impose now on Iran, and apart from that, Saudi Arabia that wants to keep oil prices above the $80 a barrel mark, the government expects that this will mean that the crude prices will remain higher for a longer period of time. And remember, this does not bode very well for our own macroeconomic situation. Not only will it push inflation higher, but it would also have ripple impact on the government's own coffers. So that is something that the government is watching out for very closely. What is in fact important to note right now is that the government believes that the supply of oil from Iran will be constrained with the US's withdrawal of from the nuclear deal, which would mean that there's going to be less oil in the global crude oil market, and this would mean that even for India things may look a little more tough from here on. And the government is watching this situation very closely. They believe the situation is very volatile. A new situation will be emerging every single day, and they will be taking any considered call on what needs to be done with respect to the options that are available to them to provide any relief to the consumers. Only if crude sustains at a for a longer period of time on those higher levels.
All right, thanks very much, Ruchi, for joining in and giving us all of those details. And yes, we've been talking about crude oil prices that have been on the boil. Whether or not the government is going to go ahead and mull an actual excise duty cut needs to be maintained and watched quite closely.